I know for a lot of y'all who are still with a narcissist, it's very confusing, right? It's kind of hard for you to pick up on what you should really do because it's so confusing. You don't really know which way to go. You know you're dealing with a whole clown if you haven't figured it out yet that they are a narcissist, but you know you're dealing with somebody who is not like you, right? Not at all like you. And y'all, for a long time, I really believed in opposites attract, but I don't see how. You just can't make that make sense. It actually doesn't make sense. But everybody likes to follow the trend, hurt people. That's another one that's just stupid and it doesn't make sense, right? I'm going to ruffle some feathers when I say that because a lot of y'all hasn't really grasped the concept yet of how hurt people don't hurt people. It just doesn't work like that. I'm so tired of people saying that. Oh, the narcissist is hurt. Hurt people. No, truly empathetic hurt people do not hurt people, y'all. That's not the way it works. When you're hurt, you don't want somebody else to feel what you felt, so you work overtime to make sure that you don't have that same behavior. So because you dealt with a narcissist, do you become a narcissist? Hurt people. Is that what we're doing? You can't make it up. You just can't make it up. And people are just following trends and saying whatever. All these worldly trends, everybody just follows. And they'll just say whatever. And it just doesn't work like that. But I digress because this is what you'll get when you deal with certain individuals. This is what you'll hear. People just follow all these worldly trends. And it is what it is. And everybody just goes along to get along. And it's just not the way it works. Y'all have to understand that narcissists are not normal people, y'all. They're just not normal people. And this is what's so confusing when people actually want to get out but don't know how, don't know which way to go, where to start. And all this talk about what you think they are or downplaying what they're actually doing to you, it won't get any better. Not when you're dealing with a narcissist. Like I said, narcissists fake being a normal person. From a young age, narcissists create a false image of themselves. They act like they are, affectionate, charming, kind, pleasant, caring, empathetic, and like they're there for you, right? By pretending to have all these positive traits, they fool you. They make you think that they are a wonderful person you've never met before, the person of your dreams. But this is an act. You see, the real person that they are trying to hide is a monster who will only show you their true self after they've hooked you and got you locked in. Narcissists put on this fake pleasant persona just to trick and take advantage of you. You're not a fool for believing them because people naturally want to see the good in others, right? Who wouldn't want to see that? So, of course, people get duped and fooled all the time by the narcissists. They fake empathy, y'all. Empathy or understanding how others feel is very important for building trust. But narcissists don't actually have any empathy at all. Instead, they fake it. They will act very attentive and act like they deeply care about you and your feelings. They may even cry to make you think they are empathetic, but these are just crocodile tears. They don't feel any real emotion for anyone but themselves. Narcissists control how you perceive them in order to fool you. They don't truly understand what it means to be loving or empathetic. They rewrite history, y'all. I'm trying to talk to you because narcissists will twist stories and create false narratives to make themselves seem like the victim and you, the perpetrator, right? They overwhelm you with their victimhood so that you take their side without considering both sides objectively. Even though they are pathological liars, they are very convincing because they believe their own lies. You can't make this stuff up. And they do this just to get sympathy and attention from other people. Narcissists fake acts of kindness, y'all. When narcissists think people are seeing, right, through their act, they will suddenly do some grand, generous, gesture. This is just another trick to confuse and make you think they couldn't possibly be a bad person. But these acts of kindness are completely disconnected from who they really are. They know exactly how to get the reaction they want from these scripted behaviors. They've been doing this, y'all. They know how to work the room. I'm trying to talk to you. Listen, this is what you're dealing with. A whole chameleon They've been doing this. They study normal people and they mirror them. They study their partners, acquaintances, workmates, family members. You know, the people who are around them, that they see living normal lives and having normal relationships are great examples of how they are supposed to be living. They watch how other people treat other people. They watch how other people, handle things in their lives, and they emulate that, y'all. And just because it's all an act doesn't mean it isn't impossible to pull it off for a few hours every day. They know how to do this. They only have to keep it up while people are watching. But when they get home, when they're alone, when they're out of sight of people, they know. When they're with their target, all the abuse starts to come out. All that goodness is forgotten about. You see, it's a lot of effort for a narcissist to be nice, and they hate acting that way. So the second that they have to get away from all these people, the moment they have to get out of the eyes of all these people who are watching them, they don't do all this. They don't do all this, y'all. I'm just saying, for those of you who know, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. They know what they are doing. They know their entire life is a lie. They know that they are terrible, horrible individuals. They know exactly who they are, what they do. So they study people who know how to treat others with respect, and when it's necessary, they copy them. Do you hear me? I'm trying to talk to y'all, because this is what you're dealing with. When you're walking around in denial about who you're dealing with, this is what you're dealing with. I'm not going to drag this video out. I just want to come on here and say it, because guess what? When you know, you know. When you know what a narcissist is and what they do, when you know, y'all. This is why I won't come on here and create these videos and give y'all what y'all want. For those of you who wants people to tickle your fancy and tell you how the narcissist really feels about you and how they love you and they miss you and they care about you and they'll never be the same now that you're gone. I'm not going to do that for you. I'm not doing it. You see, integrity and moral compass come before anything in my life, and I'm just not going to do it. Get somebody else to do it. A lot of these content creators, like I said in my last video, they don't mind, but me, I do. There's nothing like having integrity and moral compass, something a narcissist doesn't have. I'm just saying. Narcissists are able to fool people who have lived with them for years. This is why when you get out of the situationship with a narcissist, you feel like you never knew this individual. That's because you didn't. You never knew anything about them. You never knew this individual. You never knew nothing about them. And you still don't today. You realize you've never even known this individual, and yet you've been sleeping next to this person for decades. Now that's scary, right? If they're able to fool someone that they have been living with them for years, it's no wonder that people in the public fall for their Oscar performance. It's amazing how these individuals can fool so many people, and they are excellent at doing that. This is why you have to know who you are, know your self-worth, and you can't give a damn what somebody else thinks about you, because you know you, and God saw everything. This is how I look at it. That's my opinion on that. This is how I feel. They are world-class actors. I can assure you of that. And you will never really realize this until you're out of the fog. They hold no empathy, and so no matter how they hurt others, they feel like they hurt no one. But if it suits them, expect them to cry, right? And act really, really remorseful if it's going to benefit them. But the tears are not for you. And they'll lie to you with a straight face. Do you hear me? Only knowing them well will make you realize how much they lie. Love bombing. It's all grooming, y'all. The narcissist is never in love, but acts as though you make their world so unique. And that mirroring, that's just a perfect act to give you exactly what you're looking for. Your soulmate, right? I'm just saying. And all that raging and all that chaos and all that drama, that's just cool episodes, that's just test runs to see how trauma bonded you really are to them, which you'll do when they act like this. It's just a bunch of cowardly bluffing. That's all it is. They just want to see how trauma bonded you really are, how much you can put up with, what you'll stand, what you'll tolerate. That's all it is. They know they're not a normal person. And they believe everyone thinks, acts, and feels like them. They learn to be fake from childhood. And that's just the truth. They are chameleons, y'all. They crave being liked, and they will do anything to achieve that. Once they believe they have you, their masks start to drop, and you'll see glimpses of their true self. And it's not pretty. Narcissists are extremely immature. They live somewhere between 4 and 14 their whole lives. I said it. That's how they live. And it's 4 most of the time. I want, me. They act out impulsively. They're selfish and absorbed. And they're angry all the time. And they're needy. And they're scared, spoiled brats in adult bodies. That's what they are. I'm just saying. They're learned from watching other people. They mimic other people, y'all. Their entire lives are fake, but they never know it, so they are scared to be found out. See, they are frauds, and they never really deal with it because they actually don't know how to even deal with it. And it's inescapable for them, too. They live with it their whole entire lives. And they create this fake world where they are superior and special and entitled. And that is who they are. I said what I said, and that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all I got for you, because guess what? Some of y'all need to hear this. Narcissists create these fake images of themselves, and a lot of y'all are completely fooled, and you like being stuck there. And I'm here to tell you, the longer you stick around putting up with this mess, the longer you hang out with this 4-year-old, what do you think is going to happen? They pretend to have all these positive traits, and they fool you. It's all an act, you guys. I hope I help somebody. Because guess what? This is what you're dealing with. They don't live normal lives. They will never be normal. They won't. There is no sense of normalcy dealing with somebody with narcissism. They do not coexist, you guys. That's it, you guys, okay? It's time to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.